Hopefully.
Muting my phone.
Probably a good call.
Always a good call.
Reminds me of that commercial. Always a good decision. Yeah.
I don't think I know that.
Yeah, was it a beer commercial or something? I can't remember now, but at the end of it, they would always say, "Oh, it's always a good decision," or something like that. So
Look at that.
I can't remember the rest of it. Yep.
We're good to go. Can you guys hear this?
Denied.
Yeah?
Yep.
Totally appreciate you not nodding your head, Kim. Kim's just sitting there stoically like, all right.
I did say yep, so, there's
Well,
that.
It was a delayed yap. Let me just say that. Mr. Matthews,
I know.
a little more
I was listening to
forthcoming with the head nod, and you were just looking like you were hearing nothing. I'm like, okay, so this is broken. Great. Awesome.
I was listening to the Twitch stream to make sure we were, coming through. So
Are we coming through, Kim?
we were coming through, so we're fine.
Okay.
So
fantastic.
Yep.
Maybe we should start the show.
Yep. We should, I think.
I think I hear us. I totally mute my phone now. Howdy, Kim.
Nobody's in there yet, but I thought I'd get a jump on it anyhow.
Just keep talking.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly?
I think we're just getting started.
Medic! I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
Sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to episode 874. It's a somber day. Hopefully, many of you have survived the day after Valentine's Day. The day that Hallmark flower shops and candy shops, they got together and they have convinced the world that you need to show your love by giving things that you buy from them. So if you have survived, congratulations. If you did not partake, even better. You're a better person. Trust me. All right. We are a video game podcast, though. That's what we do here. We talk about video games. We talk about life. We'll talk about Valentine's Day and the sneer I just got from Mr. Matthew and the thumbs up I think I got from Kim. I could be wrong. Speaking of names, I'm just going to get into it. My name, Greg DeLacy, Gamertag Murphy's Law, OC_Murphy's Law on Twitter. Yes, I said Twitter. And proud survivor of Valentine's Day. Although I do have a story from Valentine's Day, but not what you think.
Oh, boy. Oh, all right.
Also on the show today, Miss Kim Woods. Kim, howdy.
Howdy. Yeah, I'm here. It's supposedly like 70 degrees outside at my house because that's not happening yet. But hey, and I'm ready to do a show, so let's do this.
I think Mr. Christopher Matthew on the show as well might be jealous of that 70-degree commentary.
I might be, but I'm not. We're having it's a balmy 41 today where I live. So,
There you go.
41 in February is downright tropical.
Right.
So I'm happy to have it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Mark not on the show today. He is looking after his mom. We wish his mom all the best in terms of getting healthy and well and back home.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we do this every Sunday, 8 p.m. in the UK, 12 p.m. in the West Coast, 3 p.m. in the East Coast. And if you happen to be out in the balmy Central Time Zone, chilling with 70-degree temperatures, we're on right now. We do this on Twitch. We do it on YouTube, but we will also do it on the audio version of the podcast. So you can listen to it on your favorite audio podcast app, or I don't know what are some of the Audible. I think does podcasts now. They're everywhere. We're everywhere. We are literally behind you right now as you're listening to this. All right. Let's get into the most important thing we can do in this very moment, which is wish some people, or wish people, I don't care, a happy birthday. Mr. Matthew, you have selected some key individuals for birthday happy birthday age?
I don't know that I selected them. I mean, it's their birthday. I didn't have a lot to do with that.
But you did
There's only
select
two
the ones
birthdays.
to call out.
Fair. I mean, but there's only 2 birthdays that I can take any credit in having any responsibility for them. Right.
Fair.
Anywho, happy birthday to Tony Smith, February 19th. Happy birthday.
Teenager officially. That's the scary thing.
Hey, officially, I know, right?
Here's
The
a
little
math
2-year-old
joke
that used
for
to
you.
follow me around. You know.
He will officially be 6,227,020,800. That's 13 factorial. See in the show notes, it's 13 with an exclamation mark, which means factorial in math, which means 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 times 9. You get it. And if you do that out, 6,227,020,800. So
Holy moly.
older than the oldest wizard.
Hold on. That gigantic number you just spewed out, we're talking minutes, seconds? I didn't catch that.
Numbers.
Just
it
a
just
number.
says 13 factorial. There are no units specified.
Okay. Well, moving on from the nerd section. Who else had a birthday?
Wow. I don't know.
That was some straight up engineering nerdness jokes
I
going
feel
on
like
there.
I feel like maybe I should just hang up. I don't, go where I'm wanted. So in the not nerd section today, happy birthday, Michael Jordan. His airness himself, most famous, of course, for his role in the 1993 cinematic masterpiece Space Jam.
That's what
happy
he is
birthday,
definitely
Elizabeth.
most known for. Absolutely.
Happy birthday to the Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen. Happy birthday to America's favorite game show co-host, Vanna White. And happy birthday to Dre. Of course, most well known for having some severely overpriced headphones for sale at apple.com.
Yes.
There you have it.
So multiple questions here. One, when you mentioned Elizabeth Olsen, I immediately thought Olsen twins, and I thought, well, where's the other one? So fair enough.
Younger sister.
Yep. Okay.
Or is she the older sister? I can't remember. Yeah, there's Mary Kate and Ashley. They're the twins from Full House. But then there's Elizabeth Olsen. His most prominent role was as the Scarlet Witch in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. And then Dr. Dre. Is he really a doctor? That's my question.
He's a doctor of sick beats.
Okay. I can't argue with that.
Happy birthday!
There we go. All right, let's just dive into it. We're gonna try. The show is gonna move at a brisk pace today to avoid any issues of people missing important moments of life.
Okay.
Everyone here loves story time, our favorite time of the day.
Mainly, Mr. Matthew has something going on that we need to be cognizant of, so he is not late to that event because he will be killed.
I'll be in trouble.
All right. Well, speaking of you, Mr. Matthew, let's hear it. What's going on? What has you on a rush to get off this podcast? What could you possibly do?
So after this podcast, Katie and I are going to go down to a concert at Carnegie Hall. I've never been to Carnegie Hall, so I get to finally figure out how do you get to Carnegie Hall, right? Practice. And so that's why I got to get off the show a little earlier. Should be a fun time. We'll see.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Anything else going on?
Well, what has happened in the past week? So my department had a social event on Monday.
Okay.
And then Katie's department had a social event on Tuesday. And then we had some out-of-town guests stop by the house on Wednesday. And so by Thursday, my social battery was spent. I'm good for like 1, maybe 2 events, and then I got to tap out. But we had a nice time. We went to one of the places we went had they called it music bingo. I've heard it called rock and roll bingo before. So essentially, you're sitting at the bar, and the event person comes around and hands out little bingo cards.
Right.
But instead of numbers, they have the names of songs on them, and then they just play the songs. And so when the song comes up, you mark it on your bingo card.
Okay. I like
it's
that.
fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, get some people singing along. It's a good time.
Now, do they play
And
the
so
full
I did-
song, or is it just like a 30-second clip?
It's usually 20, 30 seconds, just enough.
Okay.
And then if you don't know what the song is, the guy will come up and say, like, that was this song by this band, so that you don't lose just because you didn't recognize the song.
All right.
They did some fun categories. We had early 2000s alt rock. We had some stuff from the 80s. We had yacht rock, which is a genre that I don't think anybody has defined. I think we just made it up because it sounds funny. Yeah,
I mean,
it was a good
I
time.
define yacht rock just real quickly as mellow rock. That's yacht rock to me. It's
yeah.
Hall and Oates rock.
Yeah. But it's like some of them aren't even rock songs, but yeah, they just kind of have that I'm at the beach vibe. I
Right.
get, it's a vibe. It's less of a genre than a vibe, as the kids would
That's
say.
fair.
Ah,
No, Margaritaville.
Margaritaville is an example. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much anything by Jimmy Buffett.
We could make this
Yep.
whole podcast about yacht rock songs, but we're not going to do that, Mr. Matthew. We're going to talk about the Fellowship of the Ring.
Well, so while we were doing this, we were watching Olympic curling, the mixed doubles finals.
All right.
Curling is wild to me, right? Like when the curling got added to the Olympics, everybody's like, what is this nonsense? But it has very quickly become like I won't say everyone. And it's probably not even anyone's favorite, but it has become a very popular Winter Olympic sport to watch, right? Of course, people love hockey, people love the downhill, people love, but everybody's like curling. Like, this is so great.
So it's funny you're saying
anyway.
this because literally I've had curling on multiple nights and it finally peaked. I think it was Thursday or Friday night. My wife was just like, curling again? Really?
You just can't stop. It's like when you accidentally come across billiards on ESPN 7. You're like, wait.
All right, so this ties in a little bit to
the...
one of my stories. So I'm going to intrude a skosh, and then we're going to get back to curling.
Oh no!
I just completely forgot the stupid Olympics were on. I was like, the Olympics are on. It's felt kind of anticlimactic for a little while, but I'm kind of getting into it now. But did you see the big controversy around curling? The Canadians
I did see the big controversy
cheating
around curling
with the double tap.
Cheating Canadians.
Yeah. Dirty Canadians with the double tap finger, and then he is defending himself on they've got it live broadcast, and he's like, "Fuck you" to the guy that was calling him out as a cheater.
Got caught in 4K, man. Like just own it. Big controversy. Who would have thought that the Canadians, who have their own chapter in the Geneva Convention, would have been cheating?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm surprised they did not actually disqualify them, though. Or penalize them somehow.
Yeah, you would think, or at least make them.
It's clear as day.
I guess there's no redos. Yeah, I guess there's not a way to just replay the down or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Award the other team a point. Yeah, kind of wild. Yeah, and then to wrap up my story time, I've been meaning to watch. I should say rewatch the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. It's been a couple years. I was like, man, I need to watch those again.
Okay.
And I just have never bothered to sit down and do it because they're not short movies.
No, they're not.
And so yesterday I sat down and turned on the Fellowship of the Ring, and I forgot just how well done those are. But then my kids, who usually are like teenagers and like, go away, Dad, they're like, oh, what's this? So they sat down, and so we watched it. And so hopefully we're going to get a chance to watch The Two Towers tomorrow.
Okay.
It was just kind of a nice little dad moment. Yeah. So since you already started talking about your family time or story time, Greg, what's up?
Yeah. So outside of that, it's been a week of work. we did an open house on Friday and Saturday technically, but we did like a happy hour, which was kind of fun on Friday for a house that's selling for 1.9 million. It is up on a hill. They have one of those infinity pools, and it just
Wow.
the sunset. They have a big like triple slider that just opens up the living room. So it was fun, kind of rubbing elbows with people that could afford that house.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was more than happy to stay and just I was able to sip a glass of wine after the open house ended and look out onto the vista and take that all in. So that was nice. And then Valentine's Day. So of Saturday, we had Colin in daycare. We actually worked the open house together, Cindy and I, and we're like, you know what? We'll get him from daycare and we'll go grab dinner. And neither one of us were thinking about it's Valentine's Day. Just was not even, because we really don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I am a lucky man in that my wife is not one of those individuals that wants flowers, candy, and all that goes with a Valentine's Day. She appreciates flowers and candy, obviously, but not when it's forced upon you because Hallmark says today is the day you need to express your love. So
Right.
we then realized our options for where we want to go to dinner are already somewhat limited because of our son, because of where he can eat and what types of foods. But then further limited because now we're like, I do not want to wait for 2 hours to get a table. But thankfully, Valentine's Day, not a popular spot when it comes to Mexican cantinas. And so my son loves chicken, rice, and beans. And so that was the go-to. We had some good margaritas and spent Valentine's Day eating Mexican food. So yeah, top that.
Excellent.
Kim,
Sounds good to me. I mean,
time to top it.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Oh, well, there's a little bit of everything going on for me this week, which is a little weird considering I didn't have anything last week. I already talked about the weather's been warming up. Last week it started, we got up like 50s and 60s. Like I said, today apparently it's 70. I haven't been outside very much to know for sure, but that's what the phone says. So here we go. We had a little bit of germ warfare this week. My nephews were at my house on Monday because on Monday they don't have school.
Okay.
And my little nephew Owen kind of got in some trouble at school, so he's not really allowed to be. Him and Anthony aren't really allowed to be by themselves because Owen likes to say things that aren't true, but we won't go into that exactly. So anyway, they were at my house Monday. Well, of course, Monday they were here, and then come Friday, this is where the germ warfare comes in. I start developing a cold. Which you may notice today on the show because my nose has decided to do 3 things at once. It either wants to run, or it wants to drain down the back of my throat, or it wants to sneeze. Sometimes all at the same time. It's not as fun as it sounds. It's really not. And I got a little bit of a scratchy throat going on, so I may end up start coughing or something like a phone sex operator. You never know. So yeah, it just goes to show that children are carriers of germ warfare, and you can't tell me any different. Other than that, I guess on the same vein as me being sick, yesterday I had to take one of our cats, Mittens, to the vet. Mittens, I don't know if you remember Mittens or not, but he's the one I have that has multiple toes and he has one eye. And I noticed Thursday he was walking around, like he was drunk. And I don't let my cats get schnockered, so I knew something was wrong. Come to find out, he's had some ear drainage issues, and the vet kind of figures maybe it kind of settled down into his inner ear, and that was causing him to be wobbly, and he would shake his head, fall over, that sort of thing. So I took him to the vet yesterday, and of course he wasn't having any of it with the vet sticking Q-tips down in his ears, trying to clean it out and see what the problem was. As a matter of fact, at one point he got so mad he broke the Q-tip off in his ear, and the vet had to go in there with a pair of tweezers and pull them out, which then got us on the discussion of why they don't make anything that lasts anymore. So apparently my vet is really tired of cheap Q-tips. So
they're not supposed to be reused, for the record.
Well, I know that, but I think he was just to the point that the cat actually broke it off in his ear. So he's like, that usually is not what happens, but here we are. So they put some stuff in his ear because he noticed how he didn't like to have his ears messed with, and he's like, I don't want you fighting him all week trying to put medicine in his ears. We've got this stuff, we can put it in there. And they have to warm it up. And he says, but it will solidify in their ear canal. And then over the next 7 to 10 days, as that warms up, it leaks down, I guess, wherever he needs the medicine. And then that way you don't have to put medicine in their ear, all week long. Because Mittens has got some really sharp ass fucking claws on his back feet. And I'm kidding you not. He about shredded the poor vet yesterday. So I was kind of appreciative of that. So $114 later, we got Mittens out of the vet. And he's still wobbly today, but he's doing a lot better. And his appetite is back, which I didn't know. That when their balance and stuff is thrown off like that, and especially with him only having one eye, him being dizzy actually makes him sick to his stomach. And the vet said that's why he's not wanting to eat. So they gave him a shot of steroids for that too. So
All right,
that was
questions that need to be asked, Kim. So
okay.
Given you have 40-ish cats,
Yes.
at what point do you establish like dollar limits on vet treatment?
I don't, honestly. I just don't. If they need it done. I mean, okay, if it's one of those things where they're in bad shape and the vet's like, well, we can try this and see how it works and, just yada yada. And then, then I'm going to go,
I mean, if all 40 cats need some kind of treatment and you're talking $300 or even $100, I mean, that's that's a hefty bill.
Well, I mean, there's some of these things I can do at home. Like, say, if they need, sometimes if they just need antibiotics, a lot of times I'll have, don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of times I'll have spare antibiotics because usually my vet's pretty good about sending me home with a gigantic bottle of antibiotics. So say if they've got like a runny nose or something that I've dealt with before, obviously I'll just give them antibiotics and not worry about taking to the vet. So, some stuff I can handle on my own, but like this deal with his inner ear, I was cleaning it, but who knows if I was actually getting to the problem of it. So, it kind of depends.
I think Mr. Matthew knows where I was going with this. I wanted you just to admit to the fact there were a couple of cats in that clan that they were not vet worthy. You were just like, no, you don't go to the vet.
No, I don't have anything like that. No, I don't do that.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Which is why they're building a new vet clinic, and I have a wing that's going to be named after me. So
clearly. What else been going on, Kim?
Aside from that, we had someone else sign up for our Extra Life team. So Bennett Seacrest, thank you for signing up. He's from Lousy at Gaming, which is another community I'm involved in. So he decided the last couple of days he wanted to be part of Extra Life. I guess it'd been a while since he'd done it, so he's like, I want to do it again.
Outstanding.
So I'm going to join your team.
There we go.
Yeah, so we have Bennett, we have me, and Louis Ramundo, which I know, Greg, you're sure to join. Anthony is going to come back again this year, so... if you want to join our Extra Life team, go find the VG Hub, which is on our Discord, and I posted it on our Facebook group. Go find it, click the link, and set yourself up.
Absolutely, yeah. Speaking of Extra Life, I actually got an invitation. In March, I'm going to go to the local hospital here. They're having an event hosting Extra Lifers that have, and I found out, apparently I am one of the longest Extra Lifers in the Sacramento region, so...
nice.
I think it'll be fun to just go and kind of see what all this goes towards. It's actually probably going to pull up my heartstrings a whole bunch, but I'm somewhat prepared. All right,
good,
awesome, outstanding stuff. And welcome to the Extra Life team, Bennett. And well, let's trudge on forward.
Today I feel like playing computer games. Today I feel like playing computer games. Today I feel like playing computer games.
Computer games, apparently. A lot.
I feel like playing double computer games.
I know. The funny part is, I feel like that is a not necessarily a truthful statement. I've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders, but that's been it. I did check out. Oh God, what's the name of that game? I'll go last because I will talk about one game I checked out. I've got some commentary on that, but let's start with you, Kim. What's been going on with you?
All right, not a whole lot. I dabbled in some more Divinity: The Original Sin 2. Not a whole lot there. Although I did do the quest with the guy in the kitchen named Griff. You're supposed to go find his oranges that he's smuggling onto the island. There's stuff in the oranges. Anyway, the deal is you go get the oranges back from the guy that stole them and give them to the guy in the kitchen, and you can either rat out the guy that stole them or not. Well, if you don't rat the guy out, the guy's gang will come and like beat you up. Well, somehow or another in my playthrough, I didn't mean to rat the guy out, and I'm pretty sure I didn't, but somehow it happened that Griff found out who the guy was, sent an assassin after the dude that stole his oranges, but we still didn't have to fight his gang. So I don't know what happened. There was a glitch in there somewhere. So I'm trying to decide, since I'm not very far into this game, if I want to go back and redo it, or if I'm just going to say fuck it and carry on. So, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, Divinity Original Sin 2. Enjoying it so far. Really wish I could get off the fucking island, but here we are. We're still, pulling side quests off of there and trying to level up, because I'm still only like a level 2, believe it or not, for all the crap around the island I've already done. Still only level 2. So, I don't know if it's just slow leveling or what exactly, but we'll get there.
Could say that you're distracted by side quests.
A little bit, yes. Just a little bit. Of course, on this game, for right now where we're at, that's all there is. It's just the side quest, because until you get off the island, and I feel like I'm in an episode of Lost, to be honest. So until you get off the island, this is what you're going to do. Other than that, we played some more, me and Boomer played more Space Marines 2, only this time we didn't play their Horde mode, which they call Siege. We played Operations, which basically all that is they drop you off at one point on the map. They give you a list of objectives to do, and you got to fight your way through to those objectives, and then eventually there's a big payoff at the end where you've either got to drop a bomb in something or, whatever. Anyway, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it's Space Marines. I get a chainsword, and I get to slaughter things with it. What's not to love? And that's it for me this week. So,
okay.
There you go.
Mr. Matthew.
So I could summarize my whole gaming experience this week as managing my inventory and picking wildflowers. So it doesn't seem to matter which of these games that I'm playing. I cannot walk past a flower without picking it. It's just an obsessive. I don't know. So whether it's The Witcher 3 or I've been playing Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, just every flower I walk across, I'm like, oh, I might need that. Oh, I might need that. Oh, a piece of candy. Oh, a piece of candy.
Right.
And Baldur's Gate 3, there's flowers that you can pick, and in Arc Raiders, there's flowers that you can pick. So I just have been compulsively picking flowers all week, and all of these games seem to come down eventually to player versus inventory. That's just like, I keep running out of, I keep having too much carry weight in Oblivion and The Witcher 3. Keep bumping up against my stash space limit in Arc Raiders. Baldur's Gate 3 seems to have an unlimited inventory as long as you send everything to camp, so that doesn't seem to be a problem there. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I've been trying to do Baldur's Gate 3. There's a short, pretty missable quest. I guess it's not really short because it takes most of the game. Anyway, when you first get to the Druid Grove, there's the goblin in the back that's locked up, Saza.
Oh, so yes, Saza, yes.
So you can help Saza escape. And if you interact with her the correct way, you continue rescuing this same goblin throughout the game. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do that, but I'm also I don't want to be like an evil playthrough. I want to be like a good playthrough. So I got to figure out how to rescue Saza without actually going and killing everybody in the grove, kind of a thing. I'm trying to avoid like what happens if I do this, because I'm making some decisions differently that I haven't made in the past, and I just want to see what happens, kind of thing. Which I think is the way the game was meant to be experienced, but so many people are just like, oh, well, what should I do? I'm one of them, so that's what I'm doing. And that's me. That's me this week. Witcher 3, where there's still no happy endings in Witcher 3. Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, Arc Raiders, and Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Did you find it yet, Greg? Do you need me to keep vamping?
No, I don't think I'm going to find it. I, for the life of me, cannot find the name of this stupid game. Let me just put it this way.
It'll be fun.
It is a horrific Japanese action ass simulator. That's the way I would describe it.
It's the first Descendant.
Yeah, the first Descendant. Thank you. Yes.
All right.
I fired it up on Xbox Game Cloud, and yeah, I lasted maybe 5 minutes, and then I was like, nope, can't take it.
Oh wow.
It's just nope, not for me.
For those of you at home who are like, man, he came up with that quickly. It's on the front page of the Xbox PC app. So every time you boot up the Xbox PC app is exactly the description of what Greg just said. So, yeah.
And it got my curiosity. I was like, is it really that bad? And it really is. It's just like,
it is that bad.
I don't get the infatuation with, and it's not just Japanese RPG developers. I mean, there's many developers from many different civilizations. For whatever reason, they love to hypersexualize characters. Sometimes I kind of get it, but more often than not, I just don't understand it. Well, yeah, obviously,
money.
Okay, this is one they showed at well, it's not E3. It was the Summer Game Awards or whatever, and that's what it was they basically just had some chick with gigantic boobs and like a leather outfit, and like the camera, that's all it ever went, or like it was on her ass or whatever. Yep, I know which one you're talking about now. Yep, it's like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
So, guilty as charged. I did check it out.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a comical moment, and I said, "Thank God my wife has not come out to see me playing this game."
That's why you need a MetaQuest.
Yeah,
you can play the Xbox Cloud.
Burn it right into your retinas.
Yeah. All right. That is done and over with, Mr. Matthew. Let's just do the fun bit. We know what this is, but let's kick it off properly.
All right, now everybody get settled. Get away from the windows. Now look, good. It's time for the quiz. Yeah, you know what? Oh, too bad. Tough.
Too bad. Tough. And it looks like today's show is going to be mono a mono or mono a femme, I guess, because there doesn't seem to be anybody in the chat to play along.
No, there isn't.
Don't gender me, man.
All right. It's going to be person a person. Here we go. Got a mystery theme this week, so see if you can figure out the mystery theme. Remember, there's always a hint in the show notes, or there's a hint in what we talked about in the show notes. So, the first game up, and I'm going to put it in the chat anyway, just because I can, is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the 2009 version. And we're looking at the Xbox 360 release. And since Greg went first last week, Kim gets to go first this week.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I know I've played this one. Not that matters. I'm going to say 88.
Kim has got to get back in time. 88. Greg?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid score from Kim. So I'm gonna go 87.
Price is right. You should have prices wrote in the other direction. The correct answer was 94.
I almost
94.
Yeah, wow.
All right. Let's see. Here's your well, there's two curveballs this week. Here's the first one. The first one, this is Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition on the Switch, which was released in 2017. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition on the Switch, released in 2017. And so, Greg, you're up first this round.
So, Elder Scrolls obviously is a pretty well-liked game, but I am slightly concerned about Switch performance for the game. And so that lends me to think that maybe it didn't score highly. So I'm going to say 78.
All right. Greg says 78. Back over to Kim.
I'm kind of in the same vein as Greg there, especially with it being the Switch. But I'm going to be a little nicer. I'm going to say 80.
Kim says 80. Correct answer, 84. So not the Xbox 360 PC releases were in the mid 90s. I believe 95 was the rating for the PC version. The Switch was a little bit lower. But I think by then it was also a little bit of Skyrim fatigue because that was like the 27th time they re-released Skyrim.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Up next is from 2011, Dark Souls, and we're looking at the PlayStation 3 version. So we're back over to Kim.
Oh.
Dark Souls on the PlayStation 3.
Okay, Dark Souls. It's another one of those games that I wanted to like, but it was punishing and pissed me off, so I quit. 85.
Kim says 85. Greg, what say you?
This is Dark Souls on the PlayStation 3.
That is correct.
I'm gonna say 90. I think it scored very well.
Yeah, probably.
Greg says 90. It did score very well. The actual answer 89. So well done, Greg. Which, very interestingly, brings us at the end of the third round. It's a tie.
Wow.
It's a tie. So going into the final round, the last game, and Greg gets to go first, is The Sims. I know we're all big fans of The Sims.
Indeed.
The Sims 4, which released in 2014, and we are looking at the PC version.
Oh, good God. Yeah, Sims 4 PC release. I have actually no barometer. I don't even know what the Sims games are scoring of late in the newest games. So I'm going to say man. 82.
Greg says 80. Oops. Greg says 82. Which means Kim gets the final word.
No. I'm going to say 80.
Kim is going to say 80. You chose the correct direction to go with the Price is Right maneuver because the actual answer was 70. 70.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
We're not feeling the Sims.
2-point difference between the two of you. If either of you can get the mystery theme, then you will be the winner.
Can we recap the games, please? Just a little.
We can recap the games. Would you like me to use them in a sentence? The games
I would like the moderator voice, the narrator voice.
I don't know if I have one of those. Today's games are Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2009 on the Xbox 360. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition from 2017 on the Nintendo Switch. Dark Souls, released in 2011 on multiple platforms. We are interested in the PlayStation 3 release. And finally, the fourth installment in the Sims franchise, The Sims 4, released in 2014. We are looking at the release for the personal computer. Let's see. Kim, you have the lead, so I'll let you defer. Do you want to answer first, or do you want to defer to Greg?
I'll defer to Greg.
Of course you will.
Mainly because right now I haven't got a clue.
Yeah. So Modern Warfare 2 remake.
Skyrim. This is not the remake.
Oh no, it was not
the original Modern Warfare 2.
Right.
This one's diabolical, I have to admit.
Well, all right, then I'm not going to feel bad if I don't get it. So
yeah, that literally. Hang on, Mr. Diabolical. Okay, I don't think that actually is. That's not helping me. I was going to say,
Greg's over there asking ChatGPT.
yeah, no,
what do
no.
all
I'm
these
just I'm
questions have in
scrolling
common?
through our show notes because again, the hint is in the show notes, as somebody said earlier. All right. My spin on this is that all of these games, the developer and all of these games had a game that was announced, or are developers that have a game coming up in the Sony PlayStation State of Play.
Interesting. Not a. They cast a pretty wide net in the state
Yeah,
of play.
I know. I honestly don't know if this is accurate at all. I
was trying to
see
see if you got me there. I don't think
I don't
you
believe
did.
I did. I don't think Bethesda for sure doesn't have anything in there. So
yeah, I didn't see anything Bethesda, and I didn't see anything Treyarch. Okay, over to Kim.
Yeah, and I don't have any fucking clue. So, yeah, I don't know. I've played all of them except for Sims. But I don't think that's it. But that's what I'm gonna go with.
That's the connection.
That's it. I've played all of them but Sims. That's what it is.
That's the Cliff Clavin. Who are 3 people who have never been in my kitchen, Alex? Okay.
Exactly.
So the answer is on the subject of cheating in curling. Each one of these games has either a very famous cheat code or a very famous exploit.
All right, you are fired, sir.
In Modern Warfare 2,
yeah,
there was an exploit where you could equip the Javelin missile launcher. If you equipped it and then very quickly switched back and forth to your grenade, then the Javelin would be armed and you could just run up to somebody, and if they shot you, you would explode and they would die. That Javelin glitch messed up competitive Modern Warfare 2 for a while. There's probably a long list of, we could do a whole podcast on glitches and exploits in Elder Scrolls games.
Yes.
But one of the ones that made its way around the internet was taking a bucket and using the ability to manipulate things in the environment without picking them up. You could put a bucket over the head of a vendor and then rob them blind because they couldn't see you because they had a bucket on their head.
Oh, that's great.
Dark Souls, there was one specific, there was a way you could duplicate a soul of Moonlight Butterfly, which was an item that would give you like 1,200 souls by switching back and forth really quickly to your health item mid-attack. You could duplicate it. And then The Sims had a console command, Rosebud, which would give you 1,000 simoleons. And if you put a bunch of it was like, I think exclamation point was like the repeat. So you would type Rosebud and then exclamation, and you could get pretty much unlimited money that way. So anyway, that's the connection.
You would have never got that. I would like to go back to the connection, the mystery things being something like they all had the color green on their box. Maybe not so diabolical in the future, Mr. Matthew. I'm just saying, I feel quite stupid right now. All right.
I'm actually kind of impressed, to be fair.
No, it is always impressive how you tie these in. Don't get me wrong.
Show notes.
It was in the show notes, indeed. Well, in fairness, technically not, because in the show notes we don't mention Olympic cheating. We just talked about curling.
But
I would like to call a mistrial, and
we spoke at length about the cheating in curling.
Fair enough. All right, that was the quiz. Thank you, Mr. Matthew, for that. We're gonna dive into one news story, but there's a lot to cover in the news story. So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Here is the fucking news.
All right. So, if you were like me and did not realize there was a Sony State of Play last week, I think many of us, Kim, also in that boat, and Mr. Matthew, did you see it live or did you just catch it in? All right.
I just found out 5 minutes ago that it happened.
Yeah, they had a ton of stuff in this. I was quite shocked. As I was typing out the notes, I basically bullet pointed all the games they had in the show, and I kept going and going. I'm like, good God, they really covered a lot of ground. So we can walk through this. If there's anyone in particular you want to pull up or talk about, we can have a conversation. I think the first one that they did bring up was 007 game coming up. And that's First Light. So May 27th is going to be its release date. I'm kind of excited for this one. It's made by the developers of Hitman, so I think it's going to have a lot of that Hitman vibe to it, just 007. I can get behind that. I love the Hitman games. So anybody else excited for 007?
Yeah, I'd give it a go. I mean, I'm not that big into 007, but I'd play it.
Cautiously optimistic. I feel like 007 is more of an action franchise. I've never played a Hitman game. Aren't they kind of more like methodical, like sneaking your way through kind of thing?
Well, yes and no. It's the way I think of Hitman games is they are a stealth shooter, so you definitely have combat moments, but the design of the game is there are a lot of different ways to kill your target, and most of them don't involve shooting. So you can poison their food, or you can loosen screws on a balcony and they'll fall to their death, that kind of thing. And when you do get into firefights and gunfights, it typically speaking is not going to end well for you because the game balances that out pretty. You're at a disadvantage when you're being faced with multiple people shooting at you. So, it does definitely lend itself towards sneak. I have a feeling 007 is going to be a little bit more embracing of the gunplay, so I'm curious to see how that goes because, famously 007 gets in a lot of gunfights, a lot of explosions, a lot of chaos. So that should be interesting. There is a new game called For Loop. I'm going to put it up on screen. So this is basically a co-op shooter, and I think this is from was it Bad Robots is the one who made this.
Is a probability map, which
I'm going to mute that, but I'll put it up on screen. And so basically a up to four player co-op kind of space shooter could be interesting. I don't know. I want to see more. I'm not overly excited about where you have to kind of cooperatively try and carry things together to certain areas, and it does seem like this has a little bit of that going on, but
right,
it does look pretty, and there's some interesting mechanics going on. So yeah, maybe this is going to be good. We'll see. We shall see. It definitely has some fantastical looking creatures, and I'm all about my space sci-fi shooters. So yeah, so put this one on your radar. All right, getting back to the list. Beast Reincarnation comes out August 4th. Brigadine Abyss is a TBD 2026. Castlevania Belmont's Curse, also TBD 2026. A lot of these games don't have specific release dates, but they are coming in 2026. Control Resonant. So if you're a big Control fan, and I don't know how many of you are out there that are really big Control fans, but Control Resonance. It looks like, here, maybe I should put this up on screen properly. It's a single player. So it's single player, almost DLC like kind of game, because it's in the Control universe. Apparently, you are playing in a different version of Manhattan, and I never really got on with the Control games, but I mean, this looks kind of cool. So maybe. And I like the fact that it's a single player. It's, we're getting a lot of co-op shooter stuff going on. So, oh boy, I see. Questions from Corazon. Are these all likely to be PS5 exclusive? I think the majority of these are not. But certain games will. I don't know the answer. I think we'll get to it. There's one game in particular I think is for sure going to be PS5 exclusive, and that will kind of suck because it looks pretty awesome. But yeah, so Control Resonant, that I know is not PS5 exclusive for sure. Okay, on to the list. Crimson Moon, another TBD 2026. Darwin's Paradox, April 2nd. There is a demo out now as well. Oddly, did not have any video for this one, so I couldn't even tell you what this looks like. Games that honestly should just die. Dead or Alive 6 last round.
I don't know. You were playing the first Descendant, so
I know. Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair play.
Right.
Fair play. I can't believe, and there's been more than 6 of these games. This is just, the iteration of iterations.
Because there was the fighting ones, and then there was the volleyball ones.
Right. And then, of course, you have, there probably was Dead or Alive 6, and then there's Dead or Alive 6 last round. Maybe there'll be Dead or Alive 6, we mean it, last round, almost last round. I don't know.
Right.
But we also are getting Death Stranding 2 on the beach, which if you haven't had enough Death Stranding, you can go take it to the beach.
Oh boy.
God of War Trilogy Remake. So this will be a PlayStation exclusive, unless some shocking turn of events happens. I can't see that happening. Literally no video of this game other than that they're making it. And the guy that plays Kratos, the voice actor, he comes on and talks a little bit in the video reveal of the trilogy, just how he's thankful. Yes. And we don't know when this is coming. There's no dates on this. Let's see. Ghost of Yotai Legends, March 10th. This was interesting in that I don't remember Ghost of Yotai having really kind of monster-like creatures. And yet this game absolutely has what appears to be... mute this and bring this over. Kind of feels a little Souls-like, but it's very fantastical monster-like creatures that you're fighting. I just don't remember Ghost of Yotai having that. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game, Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know. But yeah, it's coming.
Or Ghostbusters.
What was that?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yes. All right, what else? What else did they announce? Oh yeah, so this was the big one for me. John Wick got announced. I have a feeling this might be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. This one, though, they were saying it's kind of a blend of the game, was it Sifu? I'm just going to put this up on screen. It looks good. Obviously, you're playing as John Wick, and you're beating up and killing people. And at first, I thought maybe this was just going to be hand-to-hand combat, because you'll see as he gets into it. I'm going to fast forward the video just a skosh, because there's a lot of the pre-up stuff. But you'll see he's doing a lot of just, beating people up. But then at one point, you do see him with his gun. And he's doing all the John Wick stuff. He's taking the gun, shooting the guy once in the head, and then shooting him again, just for good measure. So all this is all cinematic stuff. So obviously, we think the game will look good. I assume it'll look good.
Hopefully.
But yeah, John Wick. Can't get enough of John Wick. I like John Wick. It's very sad to see them end the series. Although, probably it was time.
So looking at Saber Games website, the John Wick game will be available to wishlist on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and the personal computer.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, Nintendo fans.
Yeah. Okay. On to the next. Kenna Scars of Cosmora. That'll be sometime in 2026. If you're a Legacy of Kain fan, Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered coming March 3rd. Then Marathon, they had a little bit of a look into the game Marathon, and that's kind of making the rounds because a lot of people have been talking about Marathon in comparison to Arc Raiders, because they're both going to be kind of those extraction loot shooters. I will say, I don't know that I'm going to get on with Marathon. I just don't know. I'm pulling it up right now. I mean, it's a Bungie game that they're so good with their shooting mechanics. But the vibe of this game, the look and feel, I don't know. I just don't know. But they're going to do a server slam apparently on February 26th. So that'll be your first opportunity to really get in and check it out. And, hey, I want Bungie to succeed. I love Bungie as a developer. And I love the fact that they kind of have really positioned it within Sony. I think they were one of the kind of the leaders of let's go cross-platform. Let's not just put this on one platform. That was part of their deal. And so far they've been able to kind of maintain that. So I'm hoping this will have cross-play or cross-platform play. I'm trying to remember, did the Destiny games have cross-platform play? I'm sure they did with PC. I just don't know if they had with consoles or not.
I can't remember. I don't know.
I don't know. I never played Destiny, either of them.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, maybe Marathon
Feel
can be your first foray back into Bungie extraction shooter goodness. Okay. So from Marathon, we then continue the marathon. Marvel Token Fighting Souls comes out August 6th. Not that we need another collection of games or remasters, but we're getting another Metal Gear Solid collection. This time it's Collection 2. So Metal Gear Solid Collection 2. What does that mean?
Actually, I disagree with you here because this means Metal Gear Solid 4 will actually be on Xbox. So that excites me because I've never played it. So
fair, Kim.
Anyway.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. But yeah, so the packaging together of Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of Patriots, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and the series' first portable title, Metal Gear Ghost Babel, as a bonus title with some extras that'll thrill longtime fans. So there you go.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm looking forward to 4. Anyway.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, that one of 3 is looking forward to this. I love the notion of Metal Gear games, and then I start playing them, and my fondness quickly dissipates. And like Metal Gear Solid 5, I played, thought I was really gonna dig it, and then I quickly fell off of it. Again, maybe it's just me and some of the writing style. I'll just put it that way.
Right. They are a little much at times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I tried to play one of these. I think it was Metal Gears. I think it was MGS4, which was the one that came to Xbox 360. Or am I just remembering that all wrong?
Yeah, because Metal Gear Solid 4 only came to PlayStation. That's why I never got to play it.
It might have been Metal Gear Solid 5 that came to the
Oh
consoles.
no, it was on. It was on. I had a PS3 at the time. Yeah. Okay.
Not to be outdone. Mina the Howler. I don't know, but that's coming spring of 2026. There is a demo out right now, so you can check out the Howler yourself. Neva Prologue, which is DLC, it is launching on February 19th. So if you are big on Neva, you've got some DLC to play. Pragmata, April 24th. This is a Capcom game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me find Pragmata. Yeah, Capcom sci-fi.
Mark was talking about this one a few weeks ago. It's where you have you're like the mech guy with the little girl on your back, and you got to escape.
Yep, you have a little
girl like has some
I'll throw
telekinetic powers or something.
Yeah, I don't. The little girl, I'm assuming she has these additional powers. I don't think you're not going to play as her. I don't quite understand why she's on your back. I'm sure they'll explain that at some point in time in the
I don't
game.
think she's got legs or something like that. Yeah, she's like a robot or something, if I remember right.
She has legs. I see some legs there.
Oh, all right.
No,
Well,
but
that's meh.
she helps you at certain points throughout the game. At least that's what Mark was saying. I think he said he played the demo for it.
I mean, it looks nice, but again, if you actually put the audio on for this game, which I'm not going to do, writing again is something to be desired in my book. Voice acting, maybe that's the better way to put it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Now, this next game, I am oddly intrigued by this next game. So this is Project Windless. And I'm just going to put this up. The important factors here.
Oh,
giant cock.
Chicken Man.
Giant fighting cock.
Well. Okay.
So it has, at first I thought this was going to be like a Dark Souls vibe game. Not at all. I think this is going to be more like Dynasty Warriors. Now, oddly, it's coming from Krafton. Krafton, notable for PUBG. So, who knows? If it's not Dynasty Warriors like, I might totally get into this. But I don't like Dynasty Warrior games. I'm definitely not a fan. But this is just so odd, and also just the visuals are awesome. But you're playing this giant rooster man. I mean, and you're kicking ass with swords, and there's
my God, Foghorn Leghorn on steroids.
Yeah. Waiting in. This is where right now the scene coming up, you'll see it. This reminds me of Dynasty Warriors. 1,000 enemies on screen. So that does not have me excited. But then you'll see some other moments where it does feel like it might be a little Dark Souls-esque.
Right.
So we'll see.
Pissed off chicken.
He's an angry chicken man. Could be fun. Really could be great. Could be horrible. We'll see. Anybody excited to play as the chicken man?
A little bit, yeah. I have to admit, a little bit. I mean, assuming it's not like Dark Souls like, and it's gonna piss me off, but we'll see.
Okay.
All
right. Rayman 30th edition got announced coming February 13th. Resident Evil Requiem also coming just around the corner, as a matter of fact, February 27th. So they showed more of that game off. Rev Noir was revealed, and that is TBD, so we don't know when that is going to be coming. Saros, that is from the game developer Housemarque, and I'm trying to remember the name of the game that they had that really caught fire. Gosh, I don't know, a couple of years back, but this is kind of like the sequel to that game. It's another shooter. God, what was the name of the game Housemarque made? Mr. Matthew, you need to look that up for me. Housemarque Games. What was their most recent game they made? It looks nice.
Well, not Returnal, is it?
It is, yes. So this is, I think, a spiritual successor to Returnal. Thank you, Kim. Chris, you
way to go, Kim. I don't care.
That's okay. I put you on the spot. I know. So Returnal was very much, a shooter that caught fire. People thought it would. Oddly, they never made a sequel to Returnal. This is the spiritual quote unquote successor to it. So.
Yes, that's what Google says. It's the spiritual successor to Returnal. So there you go.
I hate that word.
Successor or spiritual? Which one?
The combination of the two.
Okay. Anyway, this looks good. I think PlayStation fans are in for a treat. This will definitely be exclusive, at least for a period of time. I think they brought it to PC eventually, but yeah. If you like shooters, yeah, I think you're in for some fun.
Pina colada.
All right, and then let's see. We had Silent Hill Townfall was announced. I'm not the biggest Silent Hill fan, so this didn't really do much for
No.
me. Either one of you guys Silent Hill fans? I certainly can put it up on screen if you would like.
No.
Okay.
No.
Enough.
I don't
enough.
like games that freak me out.
I'm with
Witcher
Yeah,
you.
3
me
is
neither.
scary enough.
I do not like games that freak me out. This, though, might freak you out, Mr. Matthew. Let me just play this one.
Mhm.
Star Wars
Uh,
game.
If you like,
A new
if
Star
you
Wars
like Pina Colada, name of the song is actually Escape. I
Yes.
do like Star Wars games. Is this the Fall of the Old Republic?
No,
that looks
this
exciting.
is Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Oh, that also looks exciting.
I mean, this is Star Wars Mario Kart, if you ask me. That's what this seems like. It looks fantastic, but I just wonder how long is the gameplay really going to keep me engaged? I don't know. It's Star Wars, though. So, again, for somebody like Mr. Matthew that has the Star Wars Armada behind him in Lego form,
If you if the music is right, it'll be fun.
I have no
That's the
doubts.
key.
This will scratch that itch for sure. All right, and then we'll just wrap up with the last one, which was Yako Shinobi Ops, which was basically a isometric action game, but that does, I believe, have a 4-player online co-op. So if you like isometric action games, that might be up your alley. But yeah, so that was it. That was the rundown. A lot to take in. It was quite lengthy. A lot of games that they announced. Anything stand out to you as the one that you're like, that's most intriguing to me? Start with you, Kim. What game?
I mean,
jumps off
besides
the page?
the giant chicken game, that was something. I don't know that there's really one that jumps out at me. I mean, Kina Scars of Kazumura, that one looks good because I've played the first one.
I was gonna say
Haven't
you did
finished
play
it,
the
but I
first
played
one.
it. Yes, I played the first one and I liked it. John Wick, that's interesting. Are they going to bring Keanu back to do the voice? Or
They
get
did.
somebody else to do
Yes,
the voice?
it most
Oh,
certainly is
okay, that
Keanu
makes it
Reeves.
even better. Cool. And again, the Metal Gear Solid collection, only because of Metal Gear Solid 4. The amount of time I would go to GameStop and look at the game guide for that game, knowing that I couldn't play it because I didn't have a PlayStation 3 at the time. But man, I was so mad when that one didn't come out for Xbox. But so yeah, there's some good ones on here that I'm like, and like you said, the one with the chicken man, I didn't see that one coming, and it looks interesting, I have to admit. So yeah, there's a few on here that look
We're
kinda
going
good.
to rename
The
this
Chicken
game
Man.
the Chicken Man game. Mr. Matthew,
they
what
should.
takes top bill for you?
I literally am looking forward to that Star Wars. I don't know if it was on this list. It was not. So God of War trilogy remake could be interesting.
Yeah.
I think I've only played God of War 3 on the PlayStation 3. That was kind of fun. So that looks kind of interesting. The rest of them, I didn't really see anything that was like, I gotta go play this. So yeah.
All right, okay. I think Project Windless, that probably is the one that I came away from this most surprised and impressed by. John Wick is a runner up though, right there with it. And if the John Wick game has kind of that smooth action of say a Sifu, I could be all over that because visually it blows the doors off Sifu. So, but a lot of what we saw, for what I understand, was all just cinematic. So we'll see. We'll see what the actual game looks like. For now, Project Windless, I think, is the number one. Yeah, that just caught me so much by surprise. I was just like, "What giant chicken?" And then just seeing it's just like beastly dude. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm down for it. I love the look and vibe of Star Wars Galactic Racers. I just fear it's. I've never liked those kind of racer games. So, what is it that's going to hold my attention to that game? And I just don't necessarily know it's going to have enough. So yeah. All right. Well, there we go. So, from the state of play, we will transition. Let's talk about the new releases. Kim, we got some games coming out finally.
We do. Yeah, so here we go. Without further ado, we have Double Dungeon for the PC on February 16th. The Forgotlings for the PC on the 17th. Oh, Jesus Christ. Manarium? Yeah, we're going to go with that. Manarium for the PC on the 18th. Strange Brew for the PC on the 18th as well. The Killing Stone for the PC on the 18th. Demon Tides for the PC. A lot of things for the PC. I'm telling you. Demon Tides for the PC on the 19th. Love Eternal for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on the 19th. Neva Prologue for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on the 19th as well. Paranorma Site, The Mermaid Curse for the Switch, PC, iOS, and Android on the 19th. Styx, Blades of Greed for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on the 19th as well. And Wise X Proud Nordics. I don't know what any of that means, but it'll be out for the PS5, Switch 2, and PC on February 20th. And those are your new releases.
Excellent.
So there you
go. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know that anything on that list jumps out at me as.
Nah, same here. Not me either.
That's okay. There will be more coming soon. Speaking of playing soon, Mr. Matthew, I'm going to give you the honors of taking us out.
Where are we going?
Well, let's wrap the show up because we've got we've got a concert to go to.
We're going out to the ball game. Yes, we do try to play games. This is a video game podcast, and so if you would like to play games with us, we usually get together on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We start sometime between 3 and 3:30 on the eastern coast of the United States, which is sometime between 3 and 8:30 in the UK, sometime between noon and 12:30 on the West Coast, and sometime between 2 and 3:30 where Kim lives. Lately, we've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders. Maybe something will come along that we'll play instead of Arc Raiders. Probably not, but maybe. If you want to get hold of us and tell us about some great games that maybe we should try, you can send us an email at ocpodcast@gmail.com.
You know what else
you can tweet us.
You can also do it in the chat, like Jeff did, talking about the new game he was just talking about. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
He's informing us.
Come live, listen to us live, chat with us live, doing it live. Forget it, we'll do it live. Yeah. And after you get done watching and listening to the live show and participating in the quiz, only way to win the quiz, you got to show up. You can leave us a review, like us, and subscribe us on Twitch, Podbean, iTunes. Is that still a thing? iTunes? Wherever you get your podcasts. There we have it. And since I'm talking, I'm going to shout out Mark. I hope everything's okay with your mom. Looking forward to having you back on the show when you get a moment. I'm going to shout out Corazon and Joysticks and Chill, who have been hanging out with us in the chat for the last little bit. And of course, I'm going to shout out the two of you. Always a pleasure. I'm going to pass it to Kim.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. Shout out to Mark and his mom. I hope she's okay. Shout out to my nephew, Tony, who's going to have a birthday. He's going to be the big 13. It's so weird. The little fella that used to follow me around and play with a controller with no batteries in it and think he was doing big things. Although he was also the little fella that I introduced to The Witcher 3 at a very young age. Good, bad, or indifferent. I don't know. He seems like he's grown up all right. So happy birthday to him. Shout out to you guys as well. It's always fun to come on here. Shout out to our chat. So good for that. I hope everybody has a good week this week. And I'm going to pass you over to our fearless leader. Take it away, Greg.
Fearless leader. I fear that is grossly misrepresenting me. I will. So shout out to the two of you. Thank you for making the podcast. I appreciate it. Of course, shout out to Mark's mom. We do indeed hope she feels better soon. And shout out to Mark. It's always stressful when you have a family member in the hospital, so not fun. Shout out to my old work. My old boss found one of my old business cards, and we're talking 20 plus years ago. and I had a little bit of a laugh because I was an interactive media manager for this company. I never once managed any media for this company, nor was it really interactive, unless you want to call a website interactive. So yeah, that just made me laugh a little bit. All right. Shout out to Mother Nature. She is giving us rain finally. We appreciate that. It has been an amazingly dry winter on the West Coast, which is not a good thing, which means likely we're going to have a drought. So I'm really hoping we get some good rain in the coming weeks before spring hits too quickly and we roll into summer basically. We don't have a proper spring here. So anyway, that's it. Mr. Matthew, go enjoy your evening.
I shall. Thank you very much.
Excellent. And on that note, we're out of here.
Thank you for listening to the Overseas Connection podcast. See you same time next